Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. It will be 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 30th day of July 2020. That means 1 a.m. Central, midnight in the mountains, and on the Pacific Coast, 11 p.m. as that is being broadcast, being premiered. And was planning on doing an extended live, as those of you that watch the show know, but things just didn't pan out the way that the intelligence I had been given from both sides that things might get a little bit dicey tonight in Washington, D.C. with the 1776 movement and a counter protest that has developed over the past few days. This is a live look at one of the live streams of the 1776 movement. And as you can see, it's dark, it's rainy, not the activity that we were anticipating. So that's basically why we're not going live at the moment. That and the fact that I was up till about 6 o'clock this morning talking with some people, getting intelligence on all of this, because I still think this is potentially a tinderbox that could ignite. And I have great concerns that those in the 1776 movement are not who they represent themselves to be. And I have a feeling that there's a propensity for violence in that movement that is being concealed, but yet planned and is being held in check and at the moment. And I think the counter protesters are trying to do funny things, lighthearted things, annoying things, but not violent or destructive things. And at the moment, the counter protesters are by far and away winning the contest, if you will. And I hope it stays that way, that violence does not become a part of it, because the rhetoric is there's a vast amount of it. Okay. And I'm leaving this up because this stream is going by, and there are several of these 1776 people streaming, and they're all streaming for all of their chats are goading them, they're egging them on, they want action, they want to, and to all of them watching, even though a lot of them are donating money, it's like the ultimate reality show, and they're going to push things. So that's why I'm focusing more on this than we might otherwise. And I have been for a while. And those of you that watch the show know that we've been talking about this for a while. And the past few nights, every time as soon as I've gotten off of here, something has happened. And it's the same for it's just as true last night as it has been the two nights before. Let's just give a listen to Lazy Gamer. Just a Lazy Gamer is the name of the site. We've featured his short clips several times. He's got some excellent connections because he gets the information really. He's got to have boots on the ground on both sides. And kudos to him for the job he's been doing covering this. And let's take a listen.
This is one of those things you're going to have to see to believe. I'm going to be using Anarchy Princess's footage. I don't think she'll mind it. I will link it in the comments. I suggest you watch for the full context when the police officer starts talking to them. Basically, they start talking to a police officer about them filming into the cars, what's allowed to be going on, where can we go, because 1776 was blocking the benches they were told to counter protest from. And the police officer said, that's not their permanent area, you know, you can go other places, and also said that you can film inside of cars. That's allowed in DC. So Anarchy Princess went to do just that. All of this is streamed so we can see what happened. Let's watch. So there's Joe, and she's walking by, and we know who she's going to want to look for, the woman who most likely has kids in the car. And here we are. This is Frankie, Bobby, and Crystal. This is allowed. This recording is allowed according to the police officers. So here they are asleep, and she doesn't do anything. She's live. The police are, I believe the police officers are still watching her. 1776 is watching her. So we just watch for a second. She's doing her little thing. They're not waking up. They are dead to the world. Don't see the kids in it. I believe that's what she was wanting to verify. Yeah, let's just skip ahead a little bit. She's allowed to show that. The police officer said so. We continue on. She's still getting at more of the vehicles. And you can see that they're out and about. And you might remember a reefer trailer that constantly breaks down because they don't do maintenance. Well, something similar appears to be about to happen here. I believe at this point she's talking to the police officer. I muted it so you don't hear the yelling 76. And boom! His car actually starts overheating. Starts catching on fire. Mind you, they leave these cars running all night with the AC on. And boom, they're waking up. Frankie Bobby doesn't know where he's at. He's, the light. I thought the light didn't matter. 1776 was shining in people's faces. She saved them. Of course, Screaming Steve is there yelling at her, you better leave. There's the police officer. Oh, boy, you're evil. She's calling her evil. This is the voodoo curse. The voodoo curse has gotten them. You have to see it to believe it. It's something else. It's...
Once again, shout out, excellent content as always from Just a Lazy Gamer. This is Steve. We're going to end on Steve, and we're going to begin on Steve over here. This is Defender of Ants, one of the counter protesters. Now, I said last night in the last episode, we talked about the devaluation of the word Christianity. We talked about the devaluation of the flag, and we talked about the devaluation of being a patriot. And a lot of people messaged and said, what proof? You don't have any proof of them. You know, how are they devaluing Christianity? Here's the answer, or one of many examples.
A bit above, and well, I'm here for freedom now.
Now, this is being filmed by one of the counter protesters, Defender of Ants. Defender of Ants was with the trucker convoys from the beginning, I believe, in Bakersfield, California, and is a very, you know, he's not a liberal. The squirrels are not liberals. When they are yelling, when 1776 is yelling, these people are Antifa or lefties or whatever they yell, it's only because they don't think exactly like these people in this small group think, which is harboring various sex offenders around children is okay, is one of the major concerns, as well it should be, in my opinion.
You know that, from Arizona and Utah, a little bit above. And the story on the so far, you ready? Yeah, hit it, brother. It comes from the animal I just learned called the kudu, K-U-D-U. It's an African like antelope. And the Jews and many others have, but the Jews in particular have used this for thousands of years, and it's for warning and waking up. Watchman on the wall. Watchman on the wall, baby. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm
Scott.
Scotty.
Freedom. Love you, Scotty.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
You bet, baby.
Okay, so Defender Vance welcomed the guy who called himself Steve into the group. He was there before this Steve guy was there. And what Defender Vance just showed us was the relationship the two of them began before the man called Steve became a member of what many are referring to as an organization that has cult-like qualities. And of course, anytime anyone thinks of cults after Jim Jones, Kool-Aid is always referenced. Now, here's where I'm telling you that the hatred, the anger, the words, the body posture, everything about this is anti-Christian.
Make me want to vomit. You are a traitor. You and your friends are traitors to the movement for America. We represent America here. We represent freedom here, baby. We represent freedom. I'm looking you in the eyes. You're destroying freedom. You should have come over and joined and walked with us instead of cussing us out. There's no fucking pedophiles here. There's no freaking pedophiles here. You are a piece of shit traitor. I love you. I love you.
So there's an example for those of you that were wondering, why didn't I show something that proved the point more? Because I talked about it a lot. I didn't really feel like I needed to prove the point more, but for those that have asked, there you go. Now, it was on July 14th that we premiered New York City public service announcement warning people what to do in case of a nuclear detonation in New York City. And of course, we spent an entire episode talking about it and how I kind of felt like it might be a dirty bomb warning because of the tactics that were recommended and because of how it was how quickly it was put together, like it was almost specific for it. Well, I can't confirm anything, but I being told that it might have indeed been a dirty bomb. It might be diffused. If it becomes official that there was a dirty bomb found, there it will have been diffused. And again, this is all, I don't have enough sources to say this is fact, this is breaking news or anything like that. I'm just reminding everybody this did happen. It's been ongoing. The public service announcements come up every once in a while. It's not just a one-time thing. And this has been in rotation. Those of you that might have been in broadcasting, things get in rotation. You also know public service announcements are just that. You don't charge any money for them. So, I was dinged on this particular video. That's why I'm not playing it, because I was told that it might be monetized in certain areas. And instead of arguing, I just said, okay, whatever, but you can't monetize a public service announcement. So we haven't heard a lot about this. And I hadn't heard a lot about this until the tip I got earlier today. And that's all it is, just a reminder that this is still a possibility in New York City. There's also the possibility that the device has been found. It was a dirty bomb and it has been defused. We can't state that as fact. We can state as fact that this public service announcement has been circulating, even though we haven't been talking a whole lot about it. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, it's going to be like, I don't know what, sometime shortly after 2. I don't know how long this exactly is, but it's going to be early in the morning on a Saturday. And we'll be on later today. We'll be on later on Saturday. I don't know if it'll be in the afternoon. I don't know if we'll be on at night. It depends a lot on what's happening and where it's happening. So, but we're going to be monitoring all different kinds of things, as we always do, as you know. So thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, hit the notification bell if you have subscribed and you haven't hit the bell, so that you'll know when we're on. And I love y'all. Thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Something to Think About and Late Night America, kind of put together since it's a recorded episode. And we'll be back with another episode real soon. Blessings be upon all of you. It is a dark, 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 dark world. I've got a story from the war in Eastern Europe, but I can't share it with you because it would violate community standards, because it's so horrific. It's a dark world. Just trust me on that and try to be a light. I love you all. Spread the love. Try. Sometimes it gets hard, but be a light if at all possible. If it's not possible to be a light, be prepared. Don't panic. Protect yourselves, protect your family. Head on a swivel, always. Situational awareness. It's not paranoia, it's preparedness. I love y'all. Till next time. Thank you for watching. Peace.